Welcome back. A truly remarkable story tonight. After serving over 30 years in prison, one man was eager to rebuild his life from scratch right here in South Carolina.
Tonight, we are honored to have him in our studio, Larry Benjamin and Ali Benevento. Did I get the last name right, Ali? Okay, I wanted to make sure. To join us here in the studio, the day before the short film From Darkness to Light makes its debut here in the capital city. Larry, Ali, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having us.
Listen, I just heard about your story a couple of weeks ago. I saw the trailer that you posted. Well, you did a video for the Nickelodeon's social media account, and I was so moved by your transparency and authenticity. What do you hope people who see this documentary, who learn about your story, what do you hope they will take away from it?
This is my hopes and dreams, right? Any and everyone who sees this, I pray that they have the eyes to see and the ears to hear what's actually behind this redemption. Because you made a mistake, that doesn't mean life ends. And because you've harmed or wrong done someone, that doesn't mean you can't be remorseful. And the only way that you are going to progress is you have to stop being angry. And you have to stop being angry with society and the world. And the anger starts within. So we have to start to love ourselves and stop being angry so that we can put out good things. We can sow good seeds, so to speak. And we can be an inspiration to the children, because if I don't do what I do, or I'm not able or willing to put myself out here to show and share who I am, who or why would you not take heed to something that I can see you about to crash?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I know I was talking with you guys a little bit off camera, and I heard about how y'all two got connected, and it really is just kind of God's hand in the moment.
Right.
If y'all don't mind kind of sharing that story, I think it would really be powerful.
Sure. So I got a phone call that I wasn't expecting one day, and on the other end of the phone was Larry. And I later found out that he was playing on a contraband cell phone in prison and was randomly punching in numbers, and he happened to punch in the direct dial line to my desk phone at the firm that I don't give out to anyone. I happened to pick it up, which I normally don't do if I don't recognize the number, and we had a good conversation. He found out that I was a lawyer, and not just that, but that I represented people before the parole board. Decided that I was going to go see him, spent 3 hours with him, and the rest is history.
Well, Ali, what I think is so remarkable as well is that you said going into this, you know, with your background and experience, getting parole on a life sentence is nearly impossible. I mean, so clearly you see God's hand in it in that way as well. But you said you think the thing about it wasn't that Larry went in, you know, and was gimmicky or just saying all the right things and checking the right boxes. It was really about authenticity.
Exactly, and it was genuine, and he meant every word of it. I've not met very many people in my life that are as remarkable of a human being as Larry is, and I think that the community, people all over, can take something from Larry's story. He's as authentic as it gets, and I hope that people can see that through this film.
Absolutely. And Larry, I mean, like you kind of said, it really was a moment of having to kind of rebuild your life.
Right.
And tomorrow, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the anniversary that it's 8 years.
It will be 8 years tomorrow that I was released from prison. And within those 8 years, I've become very humble. I'm humble. I work. My job brings me back to reality. I work at Transitions, and I'm an outreach specialist for the homeless. So I service the Midlands community to try to help the unsheltered become sheltered. And sometimes people ask me what my job is. I said my job is to help the unsheltered live their best life. And sometimes living your best life is a glass of water. Other times it's just somebody to have an ear to hear. Sometimes it's a hug. And other times they actually need beds. So that's my goal, that's my purpose, is to build and to continue to build, right? I have goals, I have dreams.
Yeah.
And right now, my biggest goal is I have a small business, but I want to grow it. And I want to grow it for 3 reasons. I want to give 3 unsheltered people jobs so they have a chance. I want to give 3 mothers that's maybe abused or running from abusive relationships, I want to give them an opportunity. I want to give 3 people jobs that's coming out of prison. And that way I will just spread out and just continue. One hand helps the other, you know, each one teach one, because I don't believe in giving a handout. Give me a hand up.
Give a hand up. Well, I want you to give me, when we get done with the segment, information about your business. We want to
Yes.
follow up and share
Okay.
more information about that. And we're out of time, but I just have to say this, a couple of things while I'm sitting here listening to you. The title of the documentary, From Darkness to Light,
Yes.
what we learn in the dark, we should share in the light. And
Yes.
so
It's a journey.
it is a journey. And just yesterday, we had a powerful interview with 3 mothers who lost children to gun violence.
Right.
And we talked about how do you reach these kids. And so I hope that parents will take their children, you know, especially their sons, to go and see this movie, to see that you don't have to be defined by your mistakes and it's never too late to be who God made you to be. So thank you for being willing to share it, because
you for
hearing your
having me.
story might resonate in a way that, you know, parents preach to their kids, and, you know, it doesn't always go through, but being able to see it, that real life testimony, I have no doubt is going to make an incredible impact.
Those are my hopes and prayers.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much. And I know we'll have all the details about the screenings right there on your screen, but also on our website, wistv.com. So stay with us, because we are going to get a check of our traffic and weather.